standing here in the Great Hall of the New Orleans Museum of Art, where over 170,000 people visit the galleries and grounds here each year. This museum is considered to be the cultural center of New Orleans.
New Orleans Museum of Art was founded in 1910 with a gift of $100,000 from the philanthropist Isaac Delgado.
Housed in the structure is art that represents most of the major cultures of the world, including its most popular piece.
Certainly many people associate the museum with an extraordinary portrait of Marie Antoinette that shows Marie in a very sumptuous setting. It has an extraordinary carved frame.
Along with this painting, there is another famous piece created by world-renowned artist Edgar Degas.
He visited here for about 4 months, and during that time he painted a portrait of his sister-in-law, Estelle Mousson.
With this painting as its centerpiece, the museum has evolved into a vital historical destination.
The museum is important to the city and to the country, actually, and to the world, as all museums are, because we not only present extraordinary works of art and great exhibitions that allow the public to encounter art in a new way and in a different way.
This summer, NOMA is hosting an exhibition called Behind Closed Doors, which features the life of the Latin American elite from 1492 to 1898. I wonder why it's called Behind Closed Doors.
Behind Closed Doors refers to the theme of the exhibition, which is examining the interior of an elite home in Spanish America during the colonial period. It's also an examination of how Latin Americans at that time period examined their social status through the art that they collected.
Among the many works of art in this special exhibition is an example of a cross-cultural expression of art,
which is known as a biombo enconchado, or it's a folding screen with mother-of-pearl inlay. It was commissioned by the Viceroy of New Spain in 1700, and it shows Spanish influence because the images on the screen are taken from European prints, but the style of the screen is taken from Asian influences that came to the Americas through trade with China and Japan.
It's easy to be mesmerized by all the works inside the museum, but outside, there's 64 sculptures that create a three-dimensional experience.
The majority of the objects in the sculpture garden are gifts from Sidney and Walda Besthoff, the founding patrons of the garden.
The architects made a special effort to work around the grounds to create a very unique atmosphere.
That's why the paths of the garden are meandering paths. They curve and twist around, which creates an experience where you don't see all the sculptures all at once. They have to be discovered as you walk through the garden.
The oldest statue in the garden is Antoine Bordelles' Hercules the Archer.
It's of Hercules poised with his bow taut, as if he's about to shoot an arrow. It captures one of the many labors of Hercules.
This neoclassical piece is only one of the 64 found in the nearly 5-acre outdoor space.
I think people can agree that it's a very different experience than seeing art in a museum gallery, where it's usually very quiet and it's a hushed environment, whereas outside people feel more relaxed. They can interact with it in a different way.
So whether you're inside or out, you can have an experience unlike any other in one of the most unique cities in the world.